talk about the fact that many people use the word science as proof of something. Many people say things like, well, this is science, and expect that to be acceptable as a proof of reality or of truth. They'll say things like, well, what you're talking about is religion, and expect that to be a proof of fallacy, of falsehood. But they won't. They don't have any. They don't seem to have any. They don't want to talk about specifics. So when you start arguing with them or discussing things with them, they just expect you to accept that they're right because they're quote-unquote scientific, but yet they have no specifics. They have no evidence of anything. They just say that's scientific. Well, if you don't have any evidence of something and you can't come up with valid arguments with actual details, but you believe in something, that's called faith. So I would submit to people that everyone has faith in something. My faith is in God. Is your faith in science? Because if you truly believe that science is correct, then you should be willing to back up your beliefs with actual facts. Not just say, well, this is science as a proof in itself. That's just a word. If you have nothing to back up your belief in science, but the word science, you have a faith in science because you don't have any facts. You could say, well, this has facts, this fact, that. I mean, a lot of people will say, well, in school they taught me this, or well, don't you know everybody knows this? No, not everybody knows this. Let's talk about the facts. Everybody seems to want to talk on an emotional level about science, yet the scientific method talks about actually observing things yourself. Yet people haven't observed these things. They have no facts. They'll talk about, well, this guy said this, this guy said that, but it's usually not even has anything to do with the discussion. Anyway, I encourage you, if you want to tout science as your religion, because that's really what it is. Because without facts, that's a faith in something. That's religion. Personally, I believe everybody has a belief system. Some people's belief systems are based in what they consider to be science, but yet don't know the facts. That's like a faith. So I encourage people to actually come up with actual facts, not just statements of generic statements like, well, that's science and that's why it's right. It doesn't mean anything. Let's be logical about this and come up with some real facts. I encourage people to discuss this, but if you're rude, I will block you. But if you want to try to back the scientific faith, then I expect some facts behind it, and things that we can look up. Don't make ambiguous statements. I had one guy say, well, yeah, they've created a monkey's brain. What? Nobody, I'd never heard of that. And so I asked him, I said, well, where is it? Show me some. Tell me a name, something I can look up. Oh, I don't have time. Well, I bet you don't have time because you're lying. So come up with some facts that people can actually look up. Let's discuss this realistically instead of emotionally. It's interesting how people discuss science in an emotional manner. Anyway, thank you for watching.